YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Nigel coming back at y'all with yet another video. And yes, you saw the title today. I'm going to be showing y'all my fitness transformation. Let's go. Alright, so for starters, everyone has a reason when they start working out exactly why they're working out. A lot of people want to get girls, they want to lose weight because they feel like their health is declining and they feel terrible. Me, I was totally different. Unlike everybody else, it all started for me at 14 years old. I was 120 pounds, soaking wet. I didn't have any muscle on me, not 1 ounce of muscle. And I decided that I was going to get into 2 fights in 1 year. I don't know how it happened. I didn't want it to happen, but it happened. I ended up losing these 2 fights, and I was saying, this ain't gonna happen ever again. So when I said that, I meant it, and I got straight to work. So honestly, originally it started out with me looking up how-to videos on how to fight, but in the process of doing that, I fell in love with weightlifting. And the thing that I did since I was so young, I didn't have any access to a gym. All I had was 20-pound dumbbells in my house, and I worked with exactly what I got. I hopped online, I looked at all the old YouTubers. A lot of them don't even do fitness content anymore. Guys like Scooby, Six Pack Shortcut.
What up everybody, it's Mike Shane, sixpackshortcuts.com. Today, we are gonna do a 10-minute workout challenge. We're gonna be working on some legs, working on some cardio.
Athlean X, he still does it. Hodge Twins. I was just scrolling through aimlessly trying to make gains the fastest way possible. And a lot of them helped me out and they started me on my journey. There was a lot of tips out there that helped me actually start without having weights at my house, where I could just do body workouts, body weight workouts, and I started with that. After a while, a couple years later, I was asking for weightlifting stuff for birthdays. I got myself a 30-pound dumbbell because I was getting a little bit stronger and I felt like I needed some more resistance at my house. I also got me a weighted vest. I got me a resistance band and all that good stuff, and I made it work as much as possible. Now, the one thing about working out from home, as I'm sure y'all could tell when you were in quarantine, even though you work as hard as you want to, it's very hard to mimic the results that you get in the gym, and that was my exact problem that I had. So I was seeing a little bit of gains, as y'all can see, but I wasn't seeing enough that could make a real difference. But at this time, I was totally skinny. I was just trying to find my way out. Now fast forward to high school. I thought I was big enough. I gained like 10 pounds. That put me at 130. I felt really good, so I said, you know what? Let's go. I'm joining the football team. I was hyped. It was my freshman year, and I was expecting to get some play time. Little to my knowledge did I know that I wasn't going to get any play time, and half the time they was just going to be making fun of me for being too skinny. I know, right? It's crazy. I tried my hardest, but I literally couldn't do it because at 130 pounds, when you're dealing with people that are like 160, 170, it's very hard in football to get over on them. So I just had to deal with the cards that was dealt with me. And that season, I barely played at all. The only time I played was when coach subbed me in with like 30 seconds on the game and we were blowing them out by like 50. So obviously the coach didn't really care about me. So that's what happened. But fast forward to the next year, I transferred high schools. I was feeling really good. I was continuing to weight lift. Unlike the other people at my old school when they were kind of playing around, I was focusing. As soon as the weight room opened, I was in there. I was trying my best to get stronger. I was eating. I was trying to get bigger as much as possible. And that's exactly what I did. I ballooned up to like 150 by the time I was in my sophomore year. I was feeling really good, feeling a lot stronger. I think at that time I could finally bench 135. I know that's probably a little bit to y'all, but to me back then, it was everything. Slowly, my motivation shifted from winning fights to actually being a better football player. And this helped me, although I didn't have the time that I did later on when I got into my college career to actually dedicate to the gym. Because at the time of high school, I was playing 2 sports. I was playing baseball and football. And when you're doing those things, it's very hard to get in a lifting session. Also, the weight room was never open 24/7. So I just got in inconsistently. Usually I would get in like maybe 2 times a week, maybe even less, but I just had to deal with the cards I was dealt. Even though I didn't have access to the weight room, I would still be working out at home, but as I said, dumbbells can only do so much. Now, at this point in my fitness journey, I felt like I kind of went off the rails. I don't really know. I ended up getting up to like 190 when I didn't really need to. I figured the more I weigh for football, the stronger I'm going to be, which was honestly true, but I was gaining weight, in my opinion, a little bit too fast, and I was starting to gain a little bit of belly, as you can see right there. But once I hit college, I figured out I don't really need this weight anymore. I retired from my football career. I hung up the cleats. So I said, let me actually buy a gym membership, get this weight off of me, and see what I could do. Once I bought the gym membership, I wasn't that strong, but as I kept going and was consistent, I was honestly amazed by all the progress that I was making as far as my strength and my physique as well. But after I started bulking, I went straight into my powerlifting phase. This was basically for 2 years, I'd say, where I was getting extremely strong. I got my squat to 405 pounds. I'm proud of some of the numbers that I made, but in the process, that weight was very taxing in general, and I wasn't taking care of my body in the way I should have. And ultimately, I paid for it. My knees were hurting while I was doing it, and I had to take certain breaks. I honestly just started doing squats recently after I took like almost a year break off of squats. I'm excited to be doing them again. But my biggest problem was I wasn't stretching, I wasn't taking care of my body. All I was worrying about was hitting the next PR. And when you're lifting weights, you can't just do that, because that's the easiest way to get yourself out of the gym. Right after that, we hit 2020. This is exactly when COVID hit. The gym shut down, and I was back to doing weights at my house. I still had the 20-pound dumbbells, the 30-pound dumbbells, and the weighted vests, but they weren't doing anything for me at that point, because I got so strong to a point where the 20-pound and the 30 pounds were just absolutely nothing to me. I ended up losing a decent amount of muscle because I'm naturally skinny. I just stopped eating as much, and I started losing a lot of weight. I didn't even know how low I got. I thought I didn't get that low, but as you can see from the pictures, I got pretty skinny. I didn't really like that. I wasn't feeling good. So right after quarantine, I got in the gym. I realized, I was like, dang, I can hardly squat 225. I was very hurt about that. I was like, I took all this time to get to 405, and now I'm back here. But I took the time. I brought my list back up. A lot of them came back or even stronger. Like my bench before COVID right now is stronger than then. So I'm really proud of where I'm at. I switched to some cardio programs. I like to keep it balanced now. Cardio, yoga, I'm doing stretching, anything to keep my body in good shape, while doing some like full body mobility workouts, so I could just go through everyday life without having any pain, because that's honestly my favorite thing to do overall versus just powerlifting aimlessly and getting hurt all the time. It gets old after a while. But that's my fitness journey. I hope y'all appreciated the story and like the pictures of the transformation. Hopefully it was inspiring and can inspire one of y'all to start your fitness journey as well. But I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button if you like my content. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm coming out with more content every single week, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post a video. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.